Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Marquette Golden Eagles Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. Today we're in Eugene, Oregon, taking on the Ducks here at Autzen Stadium. Marquette enters at 5-2, coming off a big win last time out against Iowa State, with Jason Smith making his first career start, now his second, in a much tougher environment and a much tougher opponent here in the Oregon Ducks. Under Charlie Strong, they're 5-3. 3-0 start to the year, but since only 2-3 in their last 5, and they look to get back in the win column here, and both teams fighting for bowl eligibility in this one. It's rainy here, as you would expect here in the Pacific Northwest, as we're here at the opening coin toss. We do lose that one, so the Ducks win it, and they are going to kick and give the Marquette offense the ball to start. Jason Smith, the redshirt freshman quarterback, his second career start last week, 4 touchdown passes, and also had a 59-yard run on a read option keep. We'll start here. Josh Terry, a give to the fullback. He gets that for 7. Last week, starting running back Mario McBride suffered a season-ending injury, so we'll see a heavy dose of senior Dusty Alexander as he gets head for 2, now 3rd and inches. Dusty Alexander, the all-time leading rusher throughout this Marquette dynasty so far. And we'll go right back to him here on 3rd and inches, a good hole, still fighting for yardage, and he'll get 5 this time. First down, Golden Eagles. Alexander and Craig Jones now into the backfield, and they will go back to Alexander. A good play off block there, and this Oregon defense, very good interior, and it's now 2nd and 7. Smith, his first drop back of the day. Go towards the sideline for Terry, and he makes the snag. A good route, a good read, and we get 17 into Oregon territory. Marquette now at the 40. And again, they go to Alexander, this time on the counter, and he gets 4. Now 2nd and 6. I think we'll audible to a pass here. Pope's going to be one-on-one going downfield, but we'll see what opens up. Smith takes the snap. They do bring pressure. We don't even have time on the drop back. I did mention they have some good D linemen here on the interior. That's Mark Jennings, and Walker did not even engage him off the snap, and he gets Jason Smith gets swallowed up there by Jennings, and it's now 3rd and 9 from the 39. Smith now out there empty. We'll put Pope on a slant, and Smith takes the snap. I think we have Terry there. It's Coleman, and a good hook up there, 12 yards, moving the chains. First down now inside the 30. Alexander, another give, runs right into a lineman. Now 2nd and 11. We usually don't do speed option, but we'll give it a shot here. We get the pitch off to Jared Luke, the freshman, and he gets ahead for 4. Not a bad result there on the option. Better than what we usually get, but I think Jared Luke there was shaken up a bit, holding his chest area. Now 3rd and 8, Smith out there empty. Quick one there for Sam Manning, running to our own man. He couldn't really get going off the catch, still had some space, but we're stopped short. Now it's a 4th and 3 from the 21. And I think we'll just play it safe here, get some points on our opening drive. Hunter Kraft on for the field goal. Kick is up, and that one right down the middle as Marquette takes the lead. A methodical drive to get some points on the board early. And now we get an upset here. Here you go, obscure victories. Minnesota wins 33-22 against number 2 Penn State. Good game there from the Golden Gophers 1 week after signing the top quarterback in Minnesota there in LaRue Hart, who we were pursuing. And now on for the return is Dingle, I think the slot corner on this Oregon team. Thomas there on impact, can't bring him down, and Jason Taylor to clean it up. And here's Max Roach, the senior running back and All-American in the Pac-12 last year, the senior running back for the Ducks. The Oregon offense takes the field for the first time. Very good, especially on the O-line. 2 guards at over 90 overall. Let's start with a pitch here for Max Roach, and he busts that up the sideline 15 yards as he's forced out. Good opening play there from the Ducks. Bobby Lee, a true sophomore at quarterback. I think he was a freshman All-American last year. That one to Banks, the first completion for him, 3 yards, now 2nd and 7. And isn't Bobby Lee the name of a comedian, if I'm not mistaken? From the shotgun now. McGill, a very good tight end there in motion. And Lee on the drop back. Again towards the sideline, that time for Calvin Henderson, the top receiver on this team. 6'4", 220 with 98 speed, 99 acceleration, and a very good route there. Now 2 tight ends out there for the Ducks. And they will go back to Roach. Another one there for the outside. Omar Wilson on the stop. Another 10 for Roach. He's off to a very good start. 2nd and inches. A good drive here from the Ducks already inside Marquette's 30-yard line. And then we'll go back to the running back there. A good play. I think that's Weber. And that is redshirt sophomore Robert Weber. I think he has 88 speed and probably going to emerge into a starting role next year. A very good run stop there. Now 3rd and 1. And they will go to the run. Roach stopped there at the line of scrimmage. A good combo play there from Chris Carter and Mark Henry. And we'll see what the Ducks do here from the 29. Looks like they are going to go for it. So the Ducks bring out 4 receivers here on 4th and 1. Bring corner crash here. Hopefully we can get some pressure home. And we do get the stop. That's Mark Henry getting back into the backfield. And he's been our most consistent defender over the past 2 seasons. We're certainly going to miss Mark Henry next season. A 2-year starter there at strong safety. And probably the leader of our defense. Now Smith a keeper on the read option. Roger Cook couldn't quite pick up a block there in the 2nd level, although he tried, but will still take 6. Now less than 1 minute here in this first quarter of play. Then we'll go to Alexander. Alexander trying to shift around a little bit, only gets 4. A little short of the first. 3rd and inches now for Marquette. Michael James checks into the game. Haven't seen him much at all this season. And he'll get the short yardage situation there. 3 yards, 1st down, and that'll just likely bring us into the 2nd. And that'll do it here. A very good quarter from Marquette, controlling the clock. Our defense, a tremendous big-time stop there. And now we're driving a little bit. Hopefully we can extend our lead with a touchdown. 3-0 after 1, Marquette. Craig Jones into the game to start this 2nd quarter, and he will get the call. It hasn't been, it's been rough going from Craig Jones. He kind of was an electric change of pace back, back to his freshman year, his sophomore year, but now as a redshirt junior, he just really hasn't been getting good production. But hopefully with McBride out, he kind of reassumes that role he was successful in. Like we saw, Michael James, we're going to try and mix in these backs now. And here's Jared Luke, the true freshman. First game last week, got 50 yards on 8 carries. And now his 2nd carry of the day, 6 yards today so far. Another stop there from D tackle Mark Jennings. And it's now 3rd and 5. Smith on the drop back. Going to try and scramble left for it. And we do get the 1st down, a big hit at the sideline. And if you caught last episode where we previewed Oregon, we saw their defenders have just insane hit power. So going to try to practice good ball security today and avoid injury. 14 running plays to 3 passing plays so far for the Golden Eagles. Reassuming our old brand of football. And we do go back to the run here. A counter for Alexander. Spins out of traffic, but kind of just stalled out. 5 yards, 2nd and 5. Against Oregon today, definitely going to want to keep the ball away from their offense. And now another drop back there from Smith, and we find the senior Kevin Coleman 12 yards and a 1st. Smith starts 4 for 4, which is very encouraging. Last week against Iowa State took him a while before he kind of got into rhythm. And now another gift for Alexander, going to be the workhorse today. He gets another 3. 2nd and 7 from the 26 for the Golden Eagles. 2 tight ends on the field. Smith on the drop back. We have a man there towards the end zone. That's Coleman again, and he finds him. And he finds the end zone. A tremendous read there from Smith. Rolling right, finding some open field, setting and throwing. And he finds Coleman. It's been good to see Coleman get a few catches here in this game. Been kind of silent in his senior campaign, but a huge impact already against Oregon. And Smith continues to impress. Now 5 for 5 on the day. A 26-yard score there to the senior receiver. So almost halfway through this 2nd quarter, and only the 2nd time Oregon has gotten the ball. They start here from the 25 lead on the drop back. They're going to go there for on the slant. Not quite sure who the target was, but Chris Carter almost lurking there. Does get the pass deflection. And now 2nd and 10. Lead to throw. Over the middle, and that's Bobby Price breaking down on it. A couple bad decisions from Lee to start this drive. And now 3rd and 10 if you're Marquette. It would be tremendous if you could force a 3 and out and get the ball right back into the hands of your offense. Lee to pass here. Has a man there up the seam, and that's Banks hauling it in overhead. A big play there from Oregon. John Banks, 52 yards. A good read from Lee and a good ball. We were there with Chris Carter a little late, and Mark Henry got beat over the top as well. Good play there from the Ducks, much needed. And that's more of what we expect from this Oregon Ducks team. Now Lee from the shotgun. Again, he's going to pass. And just gets that one off. I'm not sure if he was trying to just throw that one away or go for a man there, but incomplete nonetheless. 2nd and 10. Now out in the I formation. They go again with the pitch. And Bobby Price reads that all the way. Huge tackle. That's a 5-yard loss now. 3rd and long. Oregon now at the 27. Lead a pass. Towards the sideline. And he does hook up there. Oh no, he does not. That was Gandy. He made the catch, but I guess he didn't get a foot inbounds. So it's going to be a 45-yard field goal attempt for Oregon to get on the board here. And now the kick is up. And that does get in there. So now 10-3. 3:34 remaining in the half. Let's see if the Golden Eagles offense can keep the good times rolling here. Been very clean, very successful, very efficient so far. Now Smith, another drop back here. Goes for Coleman underneath. And Coleman gets head for another first down. I think his 4th catch of the day. First down now at the 35. I go Sam Manning here. Good block there from Josh Terry leading the way. And Sam Manning, his first carry of the season, gets 10. Marquette continuing to move the ball well now at the 43. I'm sorry, 46. Poor read there from Alexander, only 2 as we hit the 3-minute mark in the half. Now 2nd and 8. Smith from the shotgun takes the snap. We'll go for Watkins, just going up the seam there. He makes the grab, 15. Had a nice cushion to work with there, so he took it. And Smith now 7 for 7 to start. Takes the snap. Quick one there for Alexander. And that was weird. Should have been a completion. Now 2nd and 10. Get Coleman out a little more wide there with this run going. A good spin from Alexander. Keeps his balance and works ahead for 4. Now 3rd and 6. Marquette brings out an empty set. Manning does motion into the backfield. Smith keeps going to go read option here. And he works ahead. A risky play call there, but it works. First down now at the 26. Smith takes the snap. Just dump that off for Coleman. His big day continues. 7 there. 2nd and 3. And I think we will hurry back here. Just call another quick play. Go strong power to the left. I do like those outside runs here from this formation. Go Alexander. Good blocking there on the line, and he gets 5 and a first. Now less than 50 seconds remaining. First down for the Golden Eagles. Another underneath one there for Coleman. Hauls that in for 9, and we'll just hurry back here as we hit the 40-second mark. 77 yards already for Coleman. And like I mentioned, he's been very cold this season, but good to see him come alive here. Now 29 seconds remaining. 2nd and 1. Don't want to leave any time really at all for the Ducks. Go back to the run here. Alexander, he gets hit hard there. It's going to be a 3rd and inches. And we'll just call a timeout here, I guess. 3rd and inches at the 4. Fullback dive there for Josh Terry. And he works ahead for 3 down to the inch-yard line. So it's a 1st and goal at the inch-yard line. 8 seconds. We have one more timeout. We go right back to Terry, and he powers his way ahead. I think maybe his first rushing touchdown. His success out of the slot for us has been well documented. And he's really come alive here as our primary fullback this season. The Swiss Army knife of this offense. And his impact has been huge over the past 2 seasons, but even more this year in year 6 of this dynasty. Extra point is good now 17-3 Marquette, as we're leading the Oregon Ducks. Another studio update here. And this is the Paul Bunyan Trophy on the line. Number 3 Michigan trailing number 14 Michigan State by 1 point. Let's go Wolverines. This Marquette offense has been executing, I want to say flawlessly. Jason Smith just 1 incompletion. The running game has been chipping away. And here's Calvin Henderson on the return. I think he gets that to the 25. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play for the Ducks. And just the one play here to go. Outside give for Max Roach. With that, folks, we're going to head to halftime. Like I said, a very good, maybe even a perfect half of football from the Marquette Golden Eagles. Number 19 in the nation. A win here, you would think, would put us in the top 15. and it would also secure bowl eligibility for us for the 5th straight year. Just got to keep doing what we're doing, keep the ball out of the Oregon offensive hands and just continue to pound the rock, get some big hits in the passing game here occasionally, and that game plan has really worked out for us here today. 17-3 heading into the second half, Golden Eagles lead. Opening kickoff here of the second half. Marquette up by 14. Dingle going to take that out of the tip of his own end zone. Breaks the tackle, still going as he works around the 30 there, as the Ducks will take over. Really big opening drive here for each side, kind of, who wants the momentum? It's on the table. Who's going to grab it? And Bobby Lee just throws that one away, second down. Marquette entered this game with a neutral turnover differential, and we've only forced 3 interceptions on the year. Now Lee on the drop back. We pulled away from Gandy, and he saw that, just dumps it off 6 yards, now 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 here, going to bring corner crash. See if we can get home. We had 2-man jump off sides there. Owens in motion. Carter, a good read there, but the block was picked up. Wilson misses, and then Carter just able to get there in pursuit, the shoestring tackle, as Roach had some green grass going ahead. Look at Robert Williamson just getting flung off, and Omar Wilson a complete whiff, and a good run there from Roach. Clutch conversion there for the Ducks to keep this drive moving. Now into Marquette territory. They come out in the I formation. Lee still making an adjustments there at the line, and they're not going to work out. Carter and I think Henry got home there. And I'm sorry, that's Jason Taylor, our number 3 safety out here in our 4-2-5 set. A good run stop there. 2nd and 13 now. Marquette with 200 total yards on the dot there in the first half. See if we can match that total here. Lee going to scramble. Perkins misses the tackle. Robert Williamson right there, though. Lee gets a couple. Now 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. Lee from the shotgun. Takes the snap. They're going to set up a screen for Roach. And Carter, and I'm not sure 94. I think that's Jeff Thomas, the freshman D tackle. A big tackle for loss there as he read the screen all the way. And Oregon's opening drive here in the second half stalls out. The Marquette offense out there now taking over from the 20-yard line. See if they can keep clicking here. And they will start with the run as you would expect. Alexander, 6 yards up the middle. Now in the I formation, 2nd and 4. Smith takes a snap. We have Michael James there on the angle, not who you would expect to, be out there as a pass-catching back, but he gets the job done. Smith now 10 for 11. That only incompletion, that fluky one earlier where Alexander didn't respond to the pass. And now a counter there for Jones. A good block picked up there from Walker on the pole, and he gets 5. 2nd and 5. Marquette out there empty. Smith takes the snap. Rolls to the right. Going to try and go upfield for Pope, and we're almost picked off there by Robert Allen. One of the 2 Robert Allens on this team. And we make out lucky there. And now 3rd and 5 for the Golden Eagles. 5 out of 6 so far on these conversions. We'll go a quick one there for Terry with a big cushion. And he makes the grab through contact. Terry already with a rushing touchdown. Let's see if we can get him a pass-catching touchdown as well today. First down, Golden Eagles. Smith going to run the speed option there. Maybe should have just kept it, as Alexander does get 2. Now halfway through this 3rd quarter of play. And this time Smith will keep on the read option. Good blocking. Tripped up there. He gets 13. 1st and 10. Marquette continues to move the ball well. That's Craig Jones there. Stopped in the backfield. 2nd and 12. Smith from the shotgun. Jared Luke in the backfield. Put Washington on a 9 route. See if he can maybe break that press. Smith roll to the left. Tommy Washington. And we're almost picked off. Washington didn't react there. Leaping for the ball. Trying to use his 6'4 frame to our advantage, but didn't work out. I did think for a split second there we were going to come down with that. That would have been a nice play. 3rd and 12 will come out shotgun heavy with our 2 fullbacks. Smith takes the snap. Oh, for Jack Mason, he makes the grab. His first of the day. The junior tight end back in as the starting tight end. 17 yards that time, now down to the 17. Jared Luke's back in the game. And he will get the call. And he's hit hard there at the line of scrimmage. That was Nate Landry on the stop, the leader in tackles and sacks for this Oregon defense. Now 2nd and 10. They'll go Alexander here. Runs into his own blocker. and able to fight ahead for a couple still. 3rd and 9 now from the 15. We're going to try and hit him with the read option on another 3rd down here. Smith will keep, and that does not work out. Hit hard there. A good play off the block by Sean Concepcion. 4th and 11, we're going to bring out the field goal unit. Now Hunter Kraft on for the 35-yard attempt. That one is up and good, so it's now 20-3 Marquette. A 3-possession deficit here for the Ducks as we see Michigan State extends their lead, now leading the Wolverines 24-13. And now Dingle on for the return. Oregon desperate for some momentum. And Weber there, a huge hit. We talked about him a little bit earlier, and it's good to see him making an impact on special teams as well. Just 1:29 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Marquette has owned pretty much every phase of the game. Preston there, a good grab on the slant through contact. 2nd and inches. Max Roach got him ahead for a 1st down as we hit the 1-minute mark in this 3rd quarter. Lee from the shotgun. We'll go quick one here. Screen for Henderson. Haven't heard him in a while. That's Jonathan Leak making the tackle. Only 3 yards. And now 2nd and 7 for the Ducks. Owens there in motion. 2 tight ends out there. Now they go to Roach here. Met in the lane by Chris Carter. And a big run stop there. 1-on-1 by our middle linebacker. Forcing a 3rd down. Oregon just 2 out of 5 so far as they face a 3rd and 6. Going to bring pressure here. We'll see how it goes. They do call a play here. And they have McGill over the middle. We were a little late responding in that man coverage. But he drops it. Slippery here right off the hands. A killer there for the Ducks. Maybe should have just let it run into the 4th quarter. Came out with a better play call, but they are going to have to end this quarter with a punt. And this one likely going to go for a touchback, as it does. So with that, Marquette leading 20-3 now. The Ducks really can't get anything going offensively. Our defense has made, big stops on 3rd downs, forcing some punts. And our offense has pretty much played perfect, like I said, really executed our game plan, running the rock, controlling the clock, and we're getting some big hits in the passing game when we're going on some pass plays here, mixing those in. And now with a 3-possession lead, probably just going to milk this quarter for all it's worth. Time-wise, Smith on a dropback. They bring pressure here. We'll just dump that off for Jack Mason. A quick one for the tight end. He gets 19. And it's now 1st down for Marquette. Pope there in motion will give to Alexander. And again, just 3 yards to Dusty Alexander special. Now 2nd and 7 coming out in pistol full house. Go play action there. And we're sacked for a big loss, trying to get a little too fancy. Experiment with some other plays. I think that was Justin Hill, the right tackle, giving up that one. Poor effort from our top lineman. Kind of just gave up there. Now 3rd and very long. And now 3rd and 17 out there empty. Not going to play hero ball here, but maybe we can get a completion. Smith on the drop back. Just go over the middle there. No one was going for that, so we'll have to punt for the 1st time. Oregon, good field position here, taking over at the 39. Bobby Lee, see if he can get something going for the offense. He will throw the ball here. He's going to be sacked, so he will not throw the ball. And it's Antonio Carr. I think we talked about him last episode. Only his 3rd sack now on the year. Good rip around the edge there. He had 10 last year and kind of fallen off here in his senior campaign. So I mentioned Bobby Lee, the Oregon signal caller, freshman All-American last year. And still, they brought in the top quarterback in last year's class, and Tommy Doherty, more of a scrambler, runner type guy. I thought we would maybe see him instead, but it looks like Lee is the guy going forward. And it's now 3rd and 18. See what they dial up here. And Lee is going to be sacked again. This time it's Troy Walker. And that's going to force a 4th and 25. Lee's certainly looking a little rattled out there. Only 117 total yards for this Oregon offense. Not what I expected. I thought for sure this was going to be a tough game. But Marquette really dominating in all phases. Now Kevin Coleman will put him on a punt return. Get him involved a little bit more. Only 7. And now 5-16. Marquette from the 35. Run play action again. Trying to get Coleman over the middle. And he can't hang on through the contact. Alright, I think now we'll start running it a little bit more. Start chewing some of this clock. Craig Jones out there with 2 tight ends on the field. He gets the call. And really nothing doing there. A loss now, 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11. Marquette, of course, wants a fresh set of downs here to drain even more clock. I mean, over the middle, that's Coleman. And again, he hangs on there. Good throw from Smith, kind of splitting the coverage there. 22 for Coleman. He's now at 99 yards. Only 5 first downs all game for the Ducks. A putrid offensive performance, but Martin Diggs is now into the game at quarterback. So it looks like Smith got hurt. Alexander, a good run. He's hit hard there at the sideline. His best of the day. That one gets 14. So that's not a good sign. Already down Greg Walker. And now Jason Smith a little shaken up. And that's kind of a risk putting him at quarterback because he's very thin, a very thin, frail frame typically that from what you get at quarterback. So we're going to have to see if he can prove that he can take some big hits. Last week he missed a few snaps but did return. And this week, you see, already he's out. So we'll see how that develops. I think we can get Greg Walker back. Maybe not next week, but the week after. But still, Martin Diggs is 71 overall redshirt sophomore. Our 3rd-string QB into the game. We'll stick with the run here. And again, Craig Jones can't really get blocking. That's Elvis being a good run stop. Now 3rd and 11, Diggs from the shotgun. Try to go bubble screen for Washington, and it's picked off. Oh, my goodness. And we can't make the tackle with Washington either, as Dingle's going to take this back all the way for a pick 6. The Oregon offense can't score, but the defense sure can. And I just wanted to get a little screen for Diggs to kind of get him in rhythm, but his first pass attempt goes for a pick 6. Certainly no fault of his own. We kind of manned Washington there, pulled away on the pass, and then pulled away when Dingle intercepted it there, one-on-one, trying to make the tackle. Completely whiffed on it. 2:04 remaining, and it is a bruised sternum for Smith, so he is out for the game. Oregon on for the onside attempt, and Craig Jones does get that one, as we'll take over at the 44. Jeez, just totally gave that to Oregon, but leave it to us to make a bonehead mistake like that late in the game. And now Sam Manning another carry as he stood up there at the line. Oregon takes the timeout. Charlie Strong now in his 5th season with Oregon. He led Louisville to the national championship back in year 1, but I think I did mention earlier, quickly jumped ship and took the Oregon job. Now 4 yards there for Jared Luke. Oregon burns their 2nd timeout. While Strong has led some decent teams here in Oregon, certainly hasn't lived up to the expectations so far. Now 3rd and 6, we'll go back to the run. Michael James will get him involved. Finishes that one strong. Reaches ahead, so 5 yards, 4th and 1. And we're going to go for it here. Come out in I-form tight. A first down pretty much wins the game here. Josh Terry the give. He gets the job done. And that's all but going to do it here. And now 1:30 remaining. A counter here for Craig Jones. He's not been able to get anything going all season. And here, half a yard per carry, which matches his total entering this game. So 2nd and 9 here. I think we'll call one more run play, take a knee, and get out of here. Here's Alexander. A run up the middle gets 5. And that's it, folks. So Marquette does line up in the victory formation. Martin Diggs takes the knee. 1 pass attempt, 1 pick 6 in his career to start, but we'll get better with Martin Diggs. But I think Jason Smith should be able to go next week. But even if he can't, Greg Walker might be available. I'm not quite sure. But a very good victory here in Eugene. We clicked tremendously there in the first half. Kind of fell off in the second half. Took our foot off the pedal, I guess you could say, which we never should do. But kind of fell victim to that. Jason Smith, the player of the game, as he was in his first career start, matches that in his second start. And I think he will be on the field next week. Our second to last home game. And I can't quite think of who our opponent is, but looking forward to that. Now only 4 games left on the season as we beat Oregon here 20-10. But this is where I'm going to leave you, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Glad we had a win here, advanced to 6-2. So next time out, hopefully Marquette finds ourselves in the top 15 rankings as we seek a #1 spot. I don't know if that's going to happen this year, but that's the ultimate goal. And of course, the ultimate goal is to win a national championship, which hopefully we can achieve here in the coming seasons. But as always, everybody, it's been real, and be well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.